We are going to do a quick lesson on how to collage using gift tissue paper and decorative napkins. You are going to need a collaging medium like matte medium or Mod Podge. We're using matte medium today, the container with the M on it. You are going to need a paintbrush. You are going to need gift wrap tissue paper and napkins. The napkin can be solid color or a decorative color. What you are going to do is start tearing up your tissue paper or your napkin. If you are using napkins, it is important to understand that you need to separate the layers before you get started. So you just need to gently pick at the corner until you are able to separate the white layer from the colored layer. Some napkins have 2 white layers, and so they're 3-ply, but some napkins, like the one I just separated, is 2-ply, so it only has 2. Essentially, you just need to double check that this decorative or colored section of your napkin has no extra layers on it. We want this to be one single layer so that when we start collaging, we don't run into any problems down the road. You can just throw this white layer out in the trash. So now what I want you to do is start tearing and ripping your napkin into pieces about the size of your thumb or about 1 to 1.5 inches. We want the edges to be torn so that we do not run into any issues later on where the pieces might be flaking or falling off of our collage. So torn edges blend better and they create a nicer finish when you are done. Same thing with the tissue paper. All you need to do is just tear it about the size of your thumb or 1 inch. And you're just going to tear up your tissue paper or your napkin until you have enough pieces. So I already have some pieces that have been ripped up and ready to go. And now comes the collaging part. We're going to open up our container that says M. This is a matte acrylic gel medium. Matte means that the surface is going to be flat and dull, not shiny. So now that we have our paper here, we're going to work on the cardboard looking chipboard. We are going to create something that looks like this. As you can see, all of the layers are nice and flat. There's no flaking edges, and it's nice and smooth, right? It's really easy to collage. All you're going to do is dip into the matte medium. A little bit goes a long way, and you are just going to paint the surface. Once you've painted an area, you're going to pick up a piece of tissue paper or napkin, and you are going to stick it on top of the painted area. And then we have to seal. You always want to paint a layer underneath and then seal the edges down on top. 2 reasons why we want to do this. We want to seal the edges down so that we don't have it flaking or flapping up later on when we are working with our collage. But also when you seal, you create another glue layer so you can very easily just add on your next piece pretty quickly. And then collage becomes a very easy, quick process as you work along. Do not cover up the holes. We want the holes to stay open so that we can add our covers back to our work after our covers are finished. So it's really simple. You are going to paint an area, stick, and seal. I personally like to create an overhang. So I will let my pieces go off the side of my edges. And what I can do when I am done is wrap the excess overhang around to the back so that the pieces are nice and flat against the edges. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. You do not have to overuse or overwork the matte medium. And always remember to seal the edges down with a layer on top. And that is how you collage. I would like you to keep working so that you can create 2 covers, a front and a back. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I will do my best to answer.